She kind of look good. Okay, like the broad shoulders, like I love your shoulders, and like the way you walk and stuff.
What else you like?
Oh, your lips.
What else?
Babe, you're making me nervous. Stop.
What else?
That ass. When they sit up on them shorts, girl. Ooh, when she be wearing the boxers, listen. Or when she be wearing them panties and her ass cutlets be out.
Oh yeah?
Your cutlets.
Oh yeah? All of that.
All of that.
I like this video.
I like it too. Welcome back, y'all. So I am actually piggybacking off of a comment that was made in the other video. So if you guys have not watched my most likely challenge video, it is super funny. You guys are not gonna regret watching it from start to finish. So y'all go ahead and go watch that because that's funny. But I'm coming with this video because I really wanted to clarify, you know, this has been my girlfriend for a minute now, okay? And before that we were dating for a very long time. Well, not very long, no. But I'm sure you guys recognize her because she's in most of my videos. Like 65% videos. And we just gonna get into a little story time and tell you guys how we met and who said what to who or whatever, because I need to clear that up as well. But go ahead, babe, introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm Lex. Y'all already know. A_Prince_BU.
Okay, on Instagram. Don't follow her.
Yeah, don't follow me.
No, because I don't like to share. I don't like to share. Sorry. But let's go ahead and start off. So like I said, this video is gonna be more so towards how like me and her met, like the setting, and you know, where we're at now and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and start off for sure. I'm gonna tell you guys basically how I even knew you even existed, because I've been in Orlando for a while and she's been in Orlando, and I've never like went out and seen her. But you did say that you used to go overseas or you used to play ball a lot, so you wasn't like really in Orlando like that.
When I mentioned when I first came back to Orlando.
Like a little bit more consistent with coming here.
No, I wasn't. For the last 5 years, I wasn't even here.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was like, I don't never be like, if I did come home, I wasn't out. I was like at the house with my family. I was gone. I was in Texas.
Yeah. Well, in that case, that's probably a reason why I didn't see you, because I ain't really go out like that up until I hit like 21, and then
yeah,
I honestly barely didn't even go out even after 21. So I didn't really go out like that. But mutually, we knew I have a friend that I knew, well, an ex-friend. Not gonna get into that, but an ex-friend that basically introduced us. Well, I don't know if he really introduced us, but me and him were I'm not gonna lie, me and him were super cool. We're really good friends, very open with each other, like super, you know, he was just a friend of mine that I honestly probably could tell anything to. And like I had a lot of respect and a lot of love for that friend. But one day he was like, he wanted to go out because his friend was coming back in town, and I was like to him that I couldn't go out that night, that specific night. I don't know when I told him though, but he ended up saying, okay, that's fine. And then the day after, when he came to work, because I actually trained him, that's why we became actually so close, is because I used to train him at work. But then he said, then he showed me a video of him going out with Lex, and I was like, oh, you know, just occasionally, you know, very, you know, I feel like very randomly I was just like, oh, she's pretty, but I didn't really like say it as, you know, I just, you know, I recognized that she was a pretty girl, and I was like, oh, she's super pretty. And I guess he went to go run his mouth and told her something else, but he basically told me to go out that same night.
No, he didn't really say nothing. He was just like, we about to go out, and when I came to his house that day, remember I went to his house?
Yeah.
And you came, he didn't really say nothing.
Yeah.
He didn't do too much then.
Yeah. Well, that's basically how we met, is when we was going out, he told us to come pregame at his house, and she was there, and I, you know, we casually just introduced ourselves. She was super quiet, I was super quiet, and the night basically continued. We ended up, she ended up riding in the car with the ex-friend, and, well, my ex-friend, and I ended up riding by myself, and we ended up going to a club called Beecham in Orlando. And
you went to Beecham?
Yeah, we went to Beecham. You don't even remember
I thought
that?
we was talking about when we went to the Amway.
No, that was actually not our.
Oh, you talking about the first time?
Yeah, our very first
okay.
time. So she ended up linking up with her cousin, and I ended up, it just ended up being me and my ex-friend, and then just all four of us. And we went to the club in Beecham, and we were drinking previously before that, so I don't know if she was intoxicated. I wasn't intoxicated up until I started drinking at the club or whatever. And this was a weekday. This was in a weekend.
Beecham,
you remember that?
A weekday?
No, but we went on like a weekday.
It was like the social or something?
I don't know what it was.
Because Beecham don't be open really during the week.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe it was like.
It couldn't have been
maybe
a
it was a
weekday.
week.
It had to be like Friday if it was a weekday.
Yeah.
Because they don't really be open.
So maybe it was the weekend. So basically, I'm gonna tell my part, and then you'll just say, I guess, whatever you want to say. But this is basically kind of how like we even got to like communicate with each other. Like the night was good. You know, we were in our own corner having a good time, drinking, dancing, and you know, at some point you started to become a little bit more open, because like I said, she was a little bit more like to herself, like she was very reserved. So we didn't really speak when we was at the house, but you seemed like you were a little bit more open when we was at the club, you know. And of course, after a couple of drinks, that's probably what happens. But we exchanged information, basically like contact and Instagram. But at that point, like I really didn't think nothing about it. You know, I was just like, you know, that's my friend's friend. You know what I'm saying? And he like to talk like very highly of you or whatever. And I was like, okay, like, you know, that's my friend's friend. Like, you know, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of basically how it started. And up until then, it was just like us hanging out mutually with friends. Like, I think it really like the night where, I think it was Eric. Eric was like, yo, I really want to go out tonight. And then I was like, well, let me know. I could get a couple of my friends, since my other friend did ask us to go out. He did, my friend at the time did mention it was her and then our other friend that was with him, and he was gonna wait until the concert was over and then we could link up and do something then. So I was like, okay, that's cool, like I'll bring my people, you know what I'm saying? And then of course he had his people coming. So that's kind of what it was like. We just was hanging out with a lot of mutual friends at that point.
That's how we used to hang
and
out
getting
all the
drunk,
time.
like, you know,
Like
like
all
having
the
a good
time.
time, like having fun, you know. But I will say that night, baby girl, you was kind of like, you know, whether you
which
remember or not, this was like the night of the Gunna concert. You were like
like what we do after the concert is what
we literally just bar hopped. Like we went to
I remember going to that concert. I don't remember.
What's that spot called on Church Street? The very like popular spot. No, it's this bar spot on Church Street, and it's
I think I
super
know what you're
famous
talking
for like
about. Is it like by the apartments?
Yeah, by 55 West.
I don't know what it's called, but I think I know what you're talking about.
But we ended up bar hopping. Yeah, we ended up bar hopping.
I don't remember.
I think we went to like 2 bars. But I could see why you don't remember, because we were drinking a lot.
Yeah, I do remember going there. Actually, we met y'all there. Y'all were there already.
No.
Y'all were there?
We met together.
Because that's when I first met Eric.
No, but we met at the Amway. I'm not the Amway by Beecham, because we was waiting for y'all to come out. Yeah,
I remember, but I remember talking to y'all there. Yeah. I probably seen y'all, but
I introduced everybody.
Yeah, that was the first day I seen you. I remember, and y'all had got some shots and stuff. I remember that.
But we started.
I wasn't lit then. I wasn't lit then.
But we was lit after we went to the first spot, because we was buying them shots.
They was getting shots and stuff. Yeah. I was like, oh,
that's how, straight to the point. That's how my friends are. Like, let's get to it. Okay. Try to get wasted. I forgot what that spot is called, but it's super popular in Orlando for like Wednesdays or Thursdays. That's why
I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then we ended up bar hopping, but we were like more, you know, I think we were kind of breaking it into it, because you started telling me. Now, I didn't know that. I don't know what happened that night, but you was kind of like, you know, when you would see me, you'd be like, why are you not paying attention to me? And I'm like, you did say that. I'm going to tell you, okay, when she drunk, she don't be remembering a lot of stuff, and that's why I got to let her know. So just in case, I got to clarify that's what's happening. Okay. Be like, why are you not paying me any attention? And I'd be like, am I supposed to? Like, because I was with a lot of my friends, so even if I wanted to show attention, I couldn't, because I had a lot of my friends around. And like, you know, one pulling me over here, you know, one's pulling me over there, one's trying to get me to go to the bar. So it was a lot going on, because it was a lot of us. Like, I'm not really used to being with like a lot of people like that, especially like a lot of people that I'm like super like genuinely like cool with. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing to be in a group of people and you only know like 2 people out of like the 10, because you're gonna gravitate towards the 2 people that you know. But we was all cool, like we was all vibing, we was all cool, so it seemed like I was kind of like being pushed around to different people. We didn't text as often.
Yeah, it wasn't
we didn't text often.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But again, you know,
well, I mean,
backstory, she's my first girl, so like of course like these things are happening and I'm around her, and like I'm not thinking not a lick of anything. Like I'm really just being like, okay, we're having a good time. But she, like, I could recognize that she was a very attractive girl. Like she did also have like, still you had like a lot of things about you that was kind of masculine to me, and I was like, okay, shit, like she kind of looked good. Okay, like the broad shoulders, like I love your shoulders. And like the way you walk and stuff.
What else you like?
Oh, your lips.
What else?
Babe, you're making me nervous. Stop.
What else?
That ass. When they sit up on them shorts, girl. Ooh, when she be wearing them boxers, listen. Or when she be wearing them panties and her ass cutlets be out.
Oh yeah?
Your cutlets.
Oh yeah? All of that.
All of that.
I like this video.
I like it too. No, but that's when we started to, now the night that I actually was like, okay, we were making, so do you remember? Okay, I think that was like literally our like,
I kind of remember that, but I don't like I remember a little bit.
Yeah. But our third time that we met, again, like I said, we used to always just link up because we were going out to drink. So yeah, like, I think the time that kind of broke the seal, and it was kind of like, okay, like, I guess we doing this for the summer then.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I was like, well, I don't know who set this up, but I don't know if our friend wanted to go out or like if we wanted to go out, but she kind of basically was like, yo, I'm in, you know, along for the ride type thing, you know what I'm saying, because he was in town and like he really liked going out with me. So I don't know who set that up, but I think, did I go to his place again? I think I went to his place.
No, probably only once, because I didn't go to his place like that.
I think maybe I ended up going to his place and meeting up with him. I don't know what happened, but we ended up going to, if you guys are familiar with the 180 rooftop on the Amway, that's basically where we went. It's super like, super classy, super kind of upscale kind of. The drinks are super expensive, entry is expensive, but I will say, like, you know, that, you know, looking into the sky and seeing the stars and the moons and shit like that is romantic.
It's just not my favorite spot.
Yeah, it's not my favorite spot. It's super away from like all the other bars and stuff, so if you want to walk around, there's really not much to walk around into because it's not like in the main, right, but I'm saying it's not just a step away, like you'd actually have to walk.
It's not that far. It's a block
there
away.
You go, trying to take over and shit. You always doing that. Dang, I'm playing.
Fourth quarter, man.
Nah, but we ended up going to the Amway that night, and that was the night that we actually first actually got like a little intimate or close, was that night. And we like, you know, we kissed that night, and it was kind of like, okay. And that kind of was, like I said, that was the night that kind of broke the seal. You know, did I go home with her? Did she go home with me? Did we go home somewhere else? We will never know, will we? But that night broke the seal. But the night after that is when we actually like, okay. So I don't know if you remember this either, but we ended up going to the fourth night. We ended up going to, damn, where do we go?
And mind you, all this didn't happen this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Nah, it was like through the weeks. Like, yeah, through weeks. But we started hanging out like a lot. But we ended up,
but she worked a lot, so it was kind of hard to really hang out with her. So that's why we went out a lot, because she got off work at like 9 or 10. So it was like, oh, what are we going to do? So we would just go out.
I'm not even going to lie. When our friend used to be like, yo, you want to go out? I used to kind of be like, oh, shit, is she going to come or is she not going to come? Like, I wasn't like pressed if she came or not, but I'm like, oh, shit, is this just going to be me and him? Too. Or like, you know, I didn't really like ask for her. I didn't ask for her, and he didn't like really.
I'll just be like, you going out tonight? All right. And he'll be like, yeah, we going. So
yeah. That's kind of really how it happened. Like, I wasn't like, yo, is she coming? Like, I was still not like, I was just like, but when that did happen, that was kind of like my first time ever kissing a girl. So I was like, oh, it kind of tastes the same. Like,
oh my God. No, she didn't just say it tastes the same.
No, I really just, I didn't know how it was going to like be. But, the fourth time, got super wasted. And I did see her act up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, when this girl was complimenting me or trying to talk to me or whatever, and she kind of showed a little aggressive side, and I was kind of like, oh, I was like, girl, why you acting like that? We not together. But that kind of turned me on, because I was like, oh shit, that's cute. But that was actually the day at that you did say that you liked me before I liked you, and I was like, you like me? And I was like, you were like, yeah. But the way that you said it, the way that you did it, I was like, you probably fucking capping right now. You trying to bag me. I thought you were trying to sweet talk me because you were trying to bullshit. I was like, you like me? You're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I like you too.
You guess.
But that was the night we made out a lot that night. Yeah. We kind of made out a lot that night. It was really nice. So that's basically kind of how it started. We just hung out all summer together, just drinking, like just having a good time, like not really thinking about it. You know, I didn't have expectations for her. She didn't have expectations for me. You know, like we didn't think too deep into it. It was just having a good time. Now, we really started to depart from the group of people that we mutually introduced each other to, because I'm not gonna lie, I did start liking her a lot. Like, I liked being around her, but she would ag me the fuck out. Like, I'm not gonna cap. Like, she used to be just very shallow. And that's why I was like, yo, let's go get drunk, because you're so much funnier when you're drunk. Like, you could never tell, like, her personality, like, how she felt. Like, you could never tell, like, how she, like, what she was thinking. So, like, I didn't really like her being like that. So, like, that's why I would be like, yo, let's go do something fun. And I did catch myself always, like, asking her to, like, do things. I'm like, yo, it's the summer. Like, and my sister was pregnant at the time. So, I didn't really have nobody to go out with. So, I was like, let's just go out. Let's go have fun. You know? So, and she was always down. She was always down. She used to be like, yeah, I'm in. I'm with it.
I just ain't never go out like that. So, that's why you ask me a lot. It ain't like... That don't mean nothing.
What you mean?
I wanted to go.
But I'm saying it wasn't as easy, like, even go, like,
Yeah, it was.
if we would go out together, like, I couldn't tell, like, how she felt. You know what I'm saying? And I was just kind of like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Let's go drink. Let's go do something. But it was really just that was really the vibes, like, you know. But then I started wanting to, like, go out with her just with, like, either just me and her, or, like, if my friends, like, invited me somewhere, I would just invite her, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to get to know her. I was trying to get to know her, feel her out myself, you know what I'm saying? And people would get a little salty because I was hanging out with her by, you know, without her group of friends or her group. But I was really just trying to get to know her, so that's why I would ask her or, like, see if she wanted to hang out. And vice versa, you know what I'm saying? But, that's really just how we met, like, just having a good old time, you know what I'm saying? Not thinking too much into it, you know. It was kind of like, you know, we was chilling.
Yeah, we was chilling.
Yeah. But I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to like this girl, so now
I know
we're gonna
what
have
it was, though. I know what it really was.
What?
We went to this taco spot called Gringos after.
Oh, yeah.
And I was talking.
That was a good night.
I was talking a little crazy, trying to see what she was talking. That's what it really was, to be honest.
What? That opened the door?
Yeah, when we was at Gringos. We went there after the club or wherever we went.
I can't believe you remember that.
I remember that night.
That was the same night that I introduced you to, like Eric and all, like, Dylan and stuff.
Oh, that's probably
that was the same night.
I remember that.
Because I remember I was talking to Eric and I was like, yeah, I want her. I was like, yeah, I want her. And he like, oh yeah, I bet. He like, I kind of want her too. And I'm like, nigga, no. Don't fucking play with me.
Yeah, so that's about it. I mean,
so what, like, okay, but like before we close out, what happened? Like, what made you feel like that stuck out at Gringos? Like, what made you think open the door? Because I think what opened the door is because I kissed. Because she told me to kiss her. I feel like
it wasn't even that. It was that I can tell just by how I was talking to her.
That you liked me, or that
I know how
you
was responding. Like, yeah, I liked you, but I could tell just from how I was talking to you that you liked me too. So that's how it was. Right
Girl,
there.
Please.
She said that. Yeah, let's rewind that.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? I remember that.
I don't remember that. Not by a slim shot.
Yeah, she don't remember that.
So, but that I'm not gonna lie, that was probably one of the best nights that I've had. Like, with like all her friends and my friends, that was probably like one of the best nights like ever. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was super like fun and just sporadic. Like, I felt like it wasn't planned. Like, you know, like when you plan something throughout the day.
Downtown Orlando.
So what is that, like our spot?
Yeah, but I don't want their food though.
I don't really like Gringos like that.
But we was there.
Yeah.
Not the food.
We was there like recently, not too long ago.
It wasn't good.
Yeah. But it was good because we had like a cute little night, and then you was dressed up nice. You was looking good. And she bought me some tacos.
She love to eat.
No, I don't.
What is that?
I do. It's Grey Goose.
Is it?
Some lemonade.
Grey Goose.
So that's probably why I'm so like.
Yeah, that's a wrap, guys. We out here. She drinking Grey Goose. Yeah, cut it.
No, cut it and getting kissed.
Cut.
Yeah, cut it.
We out.
Let's cut it. Just cut it.
Leave!